Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And you don't have to worry about anything, folks, because we are here to help
We
and
just
take
reco-
care
we
about
just
you.
we just did 15 minutes of the worst connection of the internet ever, so there won't be a bonus episode because Abby actually is not here to help you with anything at all. I
I
said
am
like
here.
I was like I don't even care. These people on the Patreon deserve it. Um,
That's not what happened. You didn't, you agreed immediately.
nope.
You're a liar. You're just lying to our people. See, at the very least, I won't lie to you. We are an hour late in starting,
Yeah.
and I can't do an extra hour. Like I only have I have to put the children to bed at
You
some
made
point.
the answer bed because I made a
So
mistake when I was 18.
it wasn't a mistake. They're wonderful little blessings from
Mm-hmm.
heaven, and I love them, and they're
Nah.
perfect, wonderful angels.
When I went down to make a drink, I dropped some blessings off in the toilet.
Okay,
I took a shit.
that's not the same as children.
It
That's
is.
not your
They both come
poops
out
are
of your
not
butt. They both
children.
come out of your butt.
No. Okay, no, they don't. First of all, babies do not come out of butts,
Babies come out of your
Bryden.
butt.
Girls have another part, and it's not a butt.
They got two butts. They got two buttholes.
They do. Okay, we have two butts.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Babies got two butts. Women
We're
have two butts. Two butts. I
okay.
like two butts and I cannot lie.
That's just disgusting.
Two butts.
That's how you think of it. We're not poofing out the babies. Although one of my kids did ask me one time because it was before we'd ever like really talked about like human anatomy in that way. Uh, and we had a little baby. My youngest was a baby. One of my daughters asked me, "Mom, I know you go to the hospital and a doctor helps you get the baby out. How much does it hurt to poop a baby out? Like, or does the doctor cut you open? Like, is it a surgery? Do they put you
It
to
can
sleep?
be.
Or are you pooping the baby out like a poopy?" And I was just like, well, it's more like the poop, I guess.
It is. It's.
I was not prepared to talk about it.
I mean, you know.
It's basically the same thing, honestly. Because you just that is you're doing the same thing like if you're just more constipated than you've ever been in your life and like think about what you would do with your body to fix that. That's
Told
what
you.
you do.
Told you. So, my
So for
medical
all I
knowledge.
know.
My medical knowledge. Once again, Dr. Proctor.
Oh
Completely
yeah,
right.
we're doing that, right? We didn't get any Ask Dr. Proctor
Yeah.
questions this week, but I didn't post about it on Twitter to remind people. I will. I will ask them to send us Ask Dr. Proctor questions.
I mean,
I've
dude, my medical advice is pretty impeccable.
Have you ever like drowsed while sitting straight up or like leaning on your arm or so, like in a position where you can't fully sleep but somehow you slept? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, literally
Like
all the time.
you're holding yourself up, like your muscles are still working. You're completely stiff. You remember what I asked you about my arm, how I think I tore a muscle in there?
Yeah.
Somehow I took like a 20-minute nap yesterday, propped up on both my arms, and my arm is worse now. And
Well,
it's all because I didn't get the pillow you recommended, Dr. Proctor. It's
that's
my fault.
see?
If I had just gotten that pillow, I never that never would have happened.
I mean, I also think it's hilarious that you're like, "Have you ever slept in awkward positions before?"
Well, no, that's
Like
not
I
what I
don't
mean. I
pass
mean I
out
was
drunk
literally
constantly.
like, okay, so if you were going to read a book laying on your
Fat
bed on your
chance.
stomach, okay? But you know what I mean? Like the position you're in where you are fully propped up by
Yeah.
both of your arms and you like move like on your elbows fully, like you wouldn't think someone could sleep like that.
Oh no, 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 no. I do that
I
all
don't
the
even know how I fell asleep. I don't remember, like, I didn't try to fall asleep like that. I don't know what happened.
I do that all the time. See, I mean, they're called like 5 to 10 minute, power naps. They often happen at work after a meal. Do one of
You're just
these.
sitting straight up.
Just kind
Dude,
of
I
sitting straight
usually,
up in the with the
yeah.
head on the back of the chair, or like one of these arm
Yeah,
on
like
the
propped up on your
yeah.
fist with your elbow on the table. Yeah, it was more like that one. I've never done that before. I have to be like laying down, like my body is relaxed. It was weird.
Now, see, this is what separates the wheat from the chaff here. All right, I need so little sleep because I can never get any sleep. I need so little sleep. I really should start doing that thing where you set an alarm and then you sleep for 15 minutes and then you just maximize the amount of time that you stay awake and you only end up with like 4 to 6 hours of sleep in a 24-hour
Why?
cycle. That way I can maximize my time and make incredible
You're not
discoveries.
doing anything interesting in your time.
I do all kinds of interesting shit all the time.
You're not doing anything meaningful in your
How
time.
many fucking new pairs of sunglasses did I just show you
Yeah, that's
earlier?
real meaningful. You showed me 4 pairs of the same sunglasses in different colors.
Yeah, and it was fucking cool.
Yeah, the pink ones are really neat, actually. I
They're
really like the,
translucent.
the energy of the pink ones.
They're really neat. I got white. This one I think is I don't know what this color is called.
And
I,
you're
I
telling
think it's
me that.
just called cum.
Okay,
I
that's
don't.
just. You need to stop. Why would you want that on your face?
I don't know. Talk to women and gay dudes.
Gay dudes. I don't want to talk to gay dudes, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, so we're
I miss the
moving on.
1990s gay dudes. They were cool.
What I want to know is so you would not have gotten those sunglasses
Well, they came in a pack
if.
of 4.
Okay, so you would not have gotten the sunglasses if you slept more. Is that what you're telling me?
No, no, I got these because I don't even really wear sunglasses that much. I just so like I'm really depressed and I just like buy a bunch of things.
Okay.
So it's like I got these ones too. It's the second time I bought these because at a festival I gave them to this guy, but yeah, I got these. These are my favorite. And they're pretty
Those are
cool.
way cooler. Why would you just give those out? Nobody can see.
I
Why are we
know.
doing this?
Well,
Nobody
no.
can see your
Well,
sunglasses
they're
except
they're
for me.
they're blue. They're I think they're based off of they're cheap, but they're based off of like a Versace design. These are like $18.
Nobody
Um,
can see your
well, no,
sunglasses
they can
though.
see. I DJ'd on them the other night, so you can
Okay,
see them
so
on
go
there.
check out his DJ stream.
Yeah,
He's DJ Beer Belly.
DJ Beer Billy, baby.
It's a very cute name. It's adorable.
I know, I'm fucking sweet, dude.
Like a little child made up the name for a DJ.
No, I'm a 36-year-old man. Well, I'll be 36
Yeah,
next month. I'm a 36-year-old
you're
man.
a child. Speaking of man children, I do have a Facebook post from a very, very sweet and loving mom that I would like to read out to everyone. And I want to say, just so everyone knows you can't see it, there's a picture of this man when he was like 5 years old, and then a picture of him now wearing a cowboy hat side by side at the end of this post. Helicopter mama seeking future daughter in law. I prefer Republican, Christian, hardworking woman that's willing to relocate.
Oh,
She should
what?
enjoy cooking, cleaning, hunting, and fishing. No children from previous relationships. He's all the kid one woman can handle. What does that
I
mean?
I, I don't I don't.
He's
Wait, a mom is like making a dating profile on Facebook for her
no,
fucking.
she's posting and tagging him in it a Facebook post.
No.
That's it. It's just on her feed, and it says, Patty Francis is with William Francis on at the top, and it's got like a picture of him wearing like tidy whities when he was a small child,
What the fuck?
and then a picture of him just sitting in like presumably her house wearing a cowboy hat. Now it's not a great picture of him either.
That's not.
And it doesn't end there.
That's not
My son
fucking normal.
No. Well, he's all the kid one woman can handle
Yeah, I don't.
is fascinating to me. Like this woman has pretended that this man is still a child and treated him like a child for so long that it has come to this.
Well, I mean, parents will still call their adult children. They're like, oh, that's my kid.
No, this is very clear
It
what's
is weird
going
to
on
put
here.
the 5-year-old picture of him up there.
And he's all the kid one woman can handle.
That's a very odd thing.
He's a childish man who's a mommy's boy, is what that sounds like. And she wants to take a hand in his dating life and pick his woman.
I mean, or that's just the most embarrassing mom on the fucking planet.
Yeah. My son, well, now this is like a certain type of overbearing boy mom. Like this is like an archetype.
I
This is a thing that
I
happens.
believe it's called
Like
an architect.
Okay. You're right, Bryden. You're very good at words.
She's building
Um,
homes.
my my son. You know what? She is, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's
She's
trying to.
she's like
She's
pooping.
failing. My son prefers females, preferably
Prefers.
natural blonde.
Prefers. It's not. This is not a deal
Really?
breaker, but prefers.
She already said daughter-in-law and like woman, and like she said female specific things several times in the first paragraph.
Prefers. What if it's just
Prefers
the
female,
funniest mom in the entire world?
and she's just dunking on her
Yeah,
son
just
because he
making fun of
can't
him.
date worth a crap. That would be hilarious. My son prefers females, preferably natural blonde. He's a butt guy.
What
No
the
flat
fuck?
asses should apply.
This
And
is
in
a bit.
parentheses.
This is a
No,
bit.
I'm telling you, this is real thing. This is a type of boomer woman. This is a real
This
phenomenon.
is weird.
I'm telling. Yes, it is weird. It is abnormal. It is insane. It's strange, and it's real.
There's no way that he's okay with that
This
though.
is
He's like, cool
no. He
post,
didn't know.
mom.
I promise you that he did not know before she posted it and tagged him in it. That's beside the point because he won't. He might nicely ask her to maybe take it down because he's a little embarrassed, but like that's the extent that he'll do because he's a mommy's boy.
Why in the fuck does she know that he's a butt guy?
Because she is probably overly emotional with him, and like prize and is overly intimate with him. Like it's all part of the archetype. It's all part of this type of overbearing boomer moms.
I
It's
cannot
something they do. They want to
imagine.
talk and they'll talk about their boyfriends and their sex lives if they're
Uh-uh.
not married to his dad kind of thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I
Yeah.
can't imagine
That's
having
a
that
thing.
conversation with my mom where she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what are you into?" It's like, "Well, I prefer women." Uh, what the fuck?
So, ladies out there, no flat asses should apply.
I think that
He's
should just
20.
be every job though.
Yeah.
Get your
That, you
fucking
know what?
get your flat ass out of here. What is it? Those women can't do a goddamn thing for us. Like, get out of here. We should ban them. Send them out to sea.
Ban them all.
Send them out to sea.
I'm okay with
Goodbye.
that.
See you, ladies. Send you
He's
on a trash boat to Iran. Goodbye.
to Iran.
I guess you gotta go
We could
somewhere.
redistribute them to Australia like we used to do convicts.
Yeah.
They just go to Australia now. This
You,
is where you live.
you,
The land of flat asses.
you
Send
are
it to the middle of the red desert.
convicted of Hank Hill
No man's
ass.
land.
Get out of here.
He is 26 years old, has 2 dogs, owns own home and business. Lil redneck, but loves Jesus.
And asses.
It-
That's his two favorite things: Jesus and asses. His preference is women, but Jesus and asses. And
yeah.
good guy.
If interested, please Facebook Messenger me 2 pics,
Oh
a
no.
brief description of yourself, and 2 references. In quotes, must be ex-boyfriends.
Wait, what? How does
She
that
wants
work?
2 references from ex-boyfriends, as
That
if this is a job.
I
Why
mean,
would you want that?
it does
Why
sound
would
like a lot of work. Let me.
Dude, can you imagine like if that's how dating apps worked? Like you had a resume and you had to put references down and like new prospect boyfriends had to like talk to your ex-boyfriend
That
to
was
get a
literally
that
a show on MTV.
was it?
Yeah,
And they like called the exes and stuff?
they like met with
That's
him.
genius. What was it called?
I forget, but I'm 99% sure this was a show on MTV. I know that there's a show like
That's
that
brilliant.
where
That
like
is
the
so
exes
brilliant.
like set they like because it was the exes that like chose the girl or the guy or whatever. It was a whole
Oh, so your ex-boyfriend chose your new boyfriend?
yeah, it was like that if I'm remembering
That's
correctly.
weird.
Well, no, it was like they were like, oh, they interview him and they were like, this is what they would like. It wouldn't like them, wouldn't like this or whatever, and then they'd go on a
So it's
date.
like helpful, nice exes.
Yeah.
Did anyone just go in there to sabotage? Like, I'm going to pick the worst guy?
I mean, probably. I didn't watch the show.
Because
It
I
was
feel
just
like that's a thing that people would be very likely to do.
I would set my ex-wife up with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. I feel like you would do that.
I would. Because spiritually, she's a black man.
Oh no. Please share this post. This boy ain't getting any younger.
God damn. That's.
He's 26. It's not like he's an old man. 26 is not an unreasonable age to not be married.
Can you imagine? You're just on Facebook and you're 26 and you got a Facebook and you're like, I only have to talk to grandma and my mom. Let me see what's in the. Oh,
Oh my
fuck.
god. I know. I'm just picturing, I'm still thinking about the calling people's exes thing. I really wish that was a thing.
I,
I
I,
really wish there was just a dating app that required you to put references and then like your exes could like leave a review maybe or something if you put them down as a rep, just something.
how would that ever go well?
It wouldn't. That's the point. That's why I want it to happen. It would be hilarious.
I that's
Don't
nobody's
you
dating
think
on that app.
it would make people a lot more likely with that? Okay, so I'm sorry we're talking about It's Always Sunny a lot lately in episodes, but we just watched an episode where they were doing like the group dating thing
Mm-hmm.
and like the review site where you review exes and stuff. It'd just be like that basically,
That site already used to
where you would
exist.
just you would just have it would be kind of like that, but all integrated into like a dating website
You
and
know
more
the
like
point
communicative
of businesses is to make money, right?
and not to make me laugh.
Yeah,
That's not the point. Oh,
yeah. Because I mean, you're
well.
getting into the Lucy K shit ass pet fuckers kind of thing, where I don't know if you know the bit, but it's good. I'm not gonna
No.
recite it. Uh, yeah, nobody would use that fucking app. Nobody.
It's
You
fair.
sign up and then like it just goes through your contacts and then like
No,
automatically sends
okay.
your ex like an invite. So it's like that's fucking weird.
But what if this is how dating is revolutionized in the future under a social credit system?
I'm sure that it will be, but again, social
And this
credit's a
is how it
bad idea.
works. But then, wouldn't it eliminate bad breakups? Because you
No.
have to be real nice to the person
Yeah,
to
yeah.
like
Nobody ever lies
get a
or
new boyfriend.
harbors any resentment from past relationships.
Well, that's what I'm saying is you would have to minimize that as much as possible so it doesn't screw up the rest of your life.
You are a fucking communist.
I'm not saying that I want it to happen. I'm saying it would be an interesting premise for like never.
Okay, I don't know. Go pitch it to
I'm not
Klaus
gonna make
Schwab and see what the fuck he
I
has to
will.
say about it.
I think I will. I've got him on speed dial on Skype.
Fucking probably. I gotta piss so bad. Good
Okay,
fucking
look,
job. Oh, I'm gonna go
you
pee.
can't.
I'm gonna
No,
pee.
no,
I'm gonna
no,
pee.
no. Oh
Goodbye.
my
I'm
gosh,
gonna
I
pee.
hate this so much. I hate this so much. I had a poop and pee one for him too. This is so ridiculous. Okay, so we're going to move on. Where was I? Okay. Am I the asshole for calling out my friend after she judged me for having kids? Am I the asshole for calling out my friend and humiliating her? I am a 36-year-old male and I recently started dating again, and I told my friends that I was finally putting myself out there and wanted to settle down again. I asked a few of them to look over my profile, and one 28-year-old woman, let's call her Sally, told me that I should disclose that I have 2 kids from a previous marriage. Sorry, I can't read today. But thought this was a wildly inappropriate thing to say to me. I asked her how she believed that was relevant, and she tried justifying her position by saying things like, it's only right to be upfront with any women I date. I told her to worry about her own dating life, seeing as she's not close to being married herself, and that if a woman rejects me on the basis of having kids, then she was shallow anyway, and I dodged a bullet. Bryden's back faster than I thought. What? Okay, look, what was the point of that? If you were going to be back that quickly, we could have just paused the recording.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, well now I have to start the freaking story over
No, I got the gist of it.
because you came in having.
It
No,
was
you
like
didn't. You
it was like
missed the important
somebody.
part.
It's like somebody that got a problem or whatever.
Yeah, they do have a problem. Okay,
I think they got a thing
whatever.
going on.
Am I the asshole for calling out my friend and humiliating her? 36 male. Recently started dating again and told my friends that I was finally putting myself out there and wanted to settle down again. I asked a few of them to look over my profile, and one, a woman, let's call her Sally,
Hey, wait a
told me
second.
that I should. Yeah.
What if she was putting herself trout there and she was a fish? Discord has a soundboard now for some fucking reason.
Yeah, but there's only 6 sounds, and none of them are a drum roll, which is what I would really find useful. There's the bottom tish, but no drum roll.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping one would be a fart, but you got nothing, you know.
No, it's really disappointing. I asked a few of them to look over my profile, and one told me that I should disclose that I have 2 kids from a previous marriage. I thought this was a wildly inappropriate thing to say to me.
Wait,
I
why?
asked her, I don't know. I asked her how she thought that was relevant.
What? That's super relevant, man. That's super
See,
relevant.
you see what you missed? It's insane, right? He's got 2 children and is divorced, and he's just not putting it on his dating profile and not telling girls that he dates.
Oh, no, you definitely have to tell them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hold on. I was going to say they're going to find out sometime, but like only if you really like them. Like,
Only if you introduce them to
so
her.
he's
Because,
just there.
like,
Yeah.
chances are he's got 2-3 days a week with them max. He's got lots of dating dates.
Okay, so okay, here's the thing. If he's just there for banging, nah, he didn't have to disclose that. It doesn't matter.
No, but yeah, sure. If there's no like he doesn't want a relationship and he's not dating girls that want a relationship, sure. But I don't know that that's what's going on.
Yeah, you should definitely, if you're going on like multiple dates, that
Yeah,
the
see,
arrangement
that's a
is
problem.
not, already like, hey, you know what this is type of
And I
deal.
don't think that's what he's doing because it continues.
What a
With,
champion.
yeah,
That guy rules,
I asked.
actually.
It's just insane.
It's
I
good
asked
to
her
lie
how
to
she
women.
believed that was relevant. And she tried to justify her position by saying things like, it's only right to be upfront with any women I date. I just imagine that quote being said in a
That's
tone
probably
of
how she said it because she's being a
it's
bitchy woman who doesn't know that,
she,
like, listen, like, don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm on this guy's side now, actually. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, this guy is actually pretty sweet.
I told her to worry about her own dating life.
Yeah,
Because
bitch!
she's not close to being married herself. And
Woohoo!
that is this really a man?
Damn!
This is like Mean Girls level dialogue.
That's awesome.
And
He's
then
a son of a bitch.
and then if a woman rejects me on the basis of having kids, then she's shallow anyway, and I dodged a bullet. That's not what she's saying. She's saying you should tell them so that they don't waste their time with you if they're not okay with it.
Somebody is still upset about their divorce, is what I
Yeah.
could gather from this.
Yeah. Like she's not telling you. She's literally just saying to be honest so that women know what they're getting into. Like it's not that's ridiculous. That doesn't make it doesn't follow for you to say a woman who rejects me on the basis of that's not what she's saying. That's not what she's saying. You're not
Also,
even letting them do that. First of all, you're saying like it's fine if they reject you because you dodged a bullet, but you are not letting them have the chance to reject you based on that fact because you're not telling them. So, what are you talking about?
I mean, also, depending on how old you are, I could see maybe you don't put it in your profile on the first date. It's one of the questions. Like
Sure,
people
you
my
gotta talk
age.
about it though.
Yeah, like people my age, it would be like, oh, you got any kids? Ever been married? That's like a dating question. Like if I had to go out there and date again, that would be a question for, an age
It
appropriate
really should
woman
be.
for
No,
myself.
it really should be. I'm gonna tell you because you should ask women, do they have a husband and kids quickly?
We definitely
You're
shouldn't
gonna
ask if
feel
they have a husband.
okay, whatever. I'm just saying that you don't want to like yeah, whatever. You should
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
women like
yeah.
that.
No, I think it's a
It's going to
perfectly.
be very awkward later when she doesn't realize that you were flirting with her. And she's like, "Oh, oh, no, I'm sorry." And you just wasted your time.
Wait, no, I was talking about like on a first date.
Yeah, that too. Sorry. I just mean in general conversations. Like if you're going up
I'm
to a
not
woman
going
to hit
around.
on her.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm talking about general stuff.
Yeah, but that's not general stuff. But like, that's not how you. That's not how you
Okay,
hit on a
whatever.
woman. You've
Yeah, you
never
just
been hit
go.
on.
I
You've
don't.
never
I
been
mean,
hit
in
on.
the course of the conversation, it should probably come up at
Do
some
you
point.
know? Do you know how fucking
Hey,
rude it
do
is
you have
to
any
ask?
family?
Do you know how rude it is to ask a 22-year-old girl at the bar, "So,
Okay,
you got
that's
any kids?"
okay. I didn't mean like okay, whatever.
What you
Let's
ask
just
is,
keep going.
what you ask is, "Where did you get that purse? Would you like a drink? Do you live far from here?" Those are the ones. Would anybody notice if you didn't come home tonight?
Is that what is that what
Did
you're
you drive? Is
okay.
your car in the parking lot of this bar?
So, for the ladies listening, if you ever meet Bryden in a bar, someone is waiting for you to call them back very soon. You did drive there.
Do
You
you have
don't
any family in town?
you do have family in town. In fact, you've lived there your entire life, and you know half the people that work at the
Do you
bar
yeah, do you come to this bar often?
all the time, and everyone knows to expect me to come back here in 2 days max. Like, yes, these are the answers that you need to give to Bryden and Bryden like men.
Hey, look over there. Would you like this drink now? That I have put something in it.
I made it better for you. Just a little spritzing up. We're just doing a little
That's what I call
spritzing.
it.
Spritz.
I
See,
spritz your
it's a
drink a
little
little.
bubblier now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, huh? It's a
Do
little
you
fizzy.
do
It's a
you
little
mind if your
fizzy there.
do you mind if your drink is a little extra bitter? Do you bruise
Okay.
easily?
Um,
Listen, all
also,
I'm saying is the ladies love Ted Bundy. All right, you got to give them some of that Bundy energy. They love him.
they did love Ted Bundy.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't like the ladies that much though.
No,
He really
it's
showed
too
them what
bad.
what.
It's too bad he wasn't a nicer guy because he was kind of handsome. I tried to explain to my husband because he was like just aghast. He just could not believe any woman would find someone who looks like Ted Bundy attractive or something like that. And I was just like, I mean, he's not like Brad Pitt, but
Well, it was
do
the
you think he looks ugly? Like, is that what you think an ugly man looks? Because he's not ugly.
well,
He's not ugly.
it was the
Like, he's not the
70s.
hottest guy, but yeah, that's 70s hot.
Yeah,
That's 70s
it's
hot.
the hair that makes him look weird.
Yeah.
Like that, he couldn't get away with that hair now. But and also in all the pictures, he didn't always have the crazy eyes. He used to just be a charming
No, that's
guy.
only just a couple of the pictures. You just
Yeah,
have to scroll down a little.
yeah.
Yeah.
The ladies loved him. They were like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some of the bun dog," and it was like, it's like, nah, you got murdered instead. Which, you know. And he was super smart. Motherfucker like escaped from custody
He
like
did.
twice. Like it's
Yeah,
insane.
he did. It's crazy. He just kept leaving. And they got like Zach Efron to play him in a movie, which is just
Well, there you go.
they were really playing up the hot aspect.
Well, that's how he got him. That's how he got him. He'd
Yeah.
show up and he'd be like, "Want to
They picked a
ride?"
good actor
You
for
know.
that, yeah.
And then they get in and he was like, "Welcome to hell," I guess. It wasn't good for them from there on out. But I mean, for a second they
No.
had to think they're like, "This is gonna be my husband. This is a meet cute. This is gonna be amazing.
We should
What
do
a
a true
cutie
crime
pie."
podcast. We should just do a true crime podcast.
True
Why
crime and
not?
aliens and
True crime and aliens. But those are
sprinkled in.
half of them talk about ghosts and too anyway. So yeah, we could just talk about.
How did true crime stuff get wrangled into paranormal? That didn't make sense.
I think that it's just that similar types of people want to hear about like people getting gored in the woods by Sasquatch, as like women getting gored by men.
Well, see, because like women love the true crime stuff. Like that's all Erica fucking watch. That and like she's gonna leave me for a fucking cop because she watches body cam footage all the time of like black women
She
getting
doesn't.
arrested.
Yeah, she doesn't want a cop. Cops are gross.
I mean, listen, she can do
They're
whatever she
gross
wants to
and they
do.
work bad hours and they the jobs like that you really become unempathetic completely. I feel like because you just see
Wait,
too much stuff like that and like
what's empathy?
therapist and like doctor. Yeah, see, you
Oh,
you
it's
know what
empathy.
happened.
No, no, no. Empathy is the one that's like when you want a bunch of stuff other people. No, I'm thinking of money. Oh, jealousy. I'm thinking of jealousy.
Envy.
Yeah. Envy. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I know that one. I know
Envy.
that one. I
You
got a
do
lot of
have a
that
lot
one.
of envy.
I got
Yeah.
envy.
See, I balance out this podcast. You have no empathy, and I am a true empath. I feel all the empathy.
You know, women just say that all the time now. They're like, "I'm an
They do.
empath," and it's like
It's
you have
funny.
feelings. Like,
Yeah, that doesn't
okay,
mean anything. Oh, you must be sad. And the person's like literally
yeah.
sobbing. How did you know? That's basically what's going on.
It's like, oh man, you must be really sad right now. It's like, yeah, I just got a text that my dog's being put down. I mean, he's dead now. I'm,
Yeah, it was
st-
pretty obvious. Thanks.
I'm still gonna have to finish out my shift at work though because the world collapses without me. But yeah,
She's
thanks,
just, yeah, the
Becky.
world is going to collapse without your emails. Yeah, okay.
No,
Oh,
if I don't go to work for 2 fucking days, my whole world is just hell.
oh, your whole world is. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I thought you meant like the world is like other people's world too,
Oh no,
but you
it's
don't even have enough empathy to consider that the world is not just your world.
no.
That's
What the fuck do other people have to do with me?
yeah, see that's what I think it's anyway, I just picture like people like that they get really like they can't help but smile when they figure out that you're sad because they figured it out, like they solved the mystery or whatever, like they're the empath. They're
The
just like
mystery
smug.
of the mystery
Yeah,
of I'm crying.
whether or not you're sad when you're sitting there sobbing about your dead dog or whatever. It's pretty good. I will say the one time I ever met a real empath. It was a priest, and he just like looked me in the eyes one day, and he put his hand on my shoulder, and he said, "You're always wearing a mask when I see you."
Ugh, God, what a
And I
faggot.
was
That's fucking gay. And you're like, I mean, the thing was too. This was March of 2020, so I mean, he was just literal.
yeah. But Father, you put on the sign. We have
Yeah.
to wear masks to get into church. What do you mean?
God. If somebody ever said that to me, I would just be like, "Oh, I guess there's no God then. You're a fucking idiot," and just leave.
Well, no, to be fair, I do a thing where I'm very socially awkward. So I'll just try to like fit the vibe of what other people are
Oh,
doing
you mean
around
you
me. So
pick
he was
up?
just commenting on that. Yeah, he was just commenting. He said that he saw me flip between like 3 social groups in the hall and be like a different person in each one.
Oh, you
That's
mean
what he said.
like people?
Yeah, like people, like being an empath. Like I'm the empath. I'm being an empath.
Nope, that's just picking up on social cues.
Yeah, so
That's
maybe
literally
I'm
just being a
not as
fucking
bad at socializing as that I thought because I just thought I did that as like a self-defense thing.
Nope, that's just being good with people.
Were you telling me this whole time I thought that I was like especially bad with people for
Nope,
something that actually makes me good with people?
that's literally sales. That's just being good with people.
He's saying my whole life is a lie
Yes. But
and I'm
don't
not an
worry.
antisocial freak?
Oh no, you are. But I mean, you could just pick up on social cues. That's fine. That's what you should do.
Oh.
Fucking duh. There's
Um
friend group A and friend group B. And friend group A, you don't make the same jokes that you make with friend group B. Friend
well
group
right,
A,
yeah.
you
But I
know.
mean like just even like facial expressions and stuff. I don't
Yep.
know. Yeah. Just everything, body language.
Yep, that's called mirroring.
Yeah.
People really like that, and it makes them trust you and buy shit from
People
you.
really, really like
Yep,
that.
makes them
They
comfortable.
love you.
Yep, makes them comfortable, and they buy stuff from you.
Okay.
This is what I've been
So
doing for
I'm
over
a
a decade.
salesman.
I've been doing this for over a decade. Yeah.
I'm the devil. I'm my own worst enemy. I'm the same as the freaking solar panel dude.
No, solar panel guy doesn't make shit.
I don't make shit either.
Mm-hmm. So maybe you are. Yeah,
I
actually.
make less than him.
Yeah, that is true.
I have $150 that I made off of this podcast.
Yeah,
That's my income.
in a year. Yeah.
That's my income. I get $150 a year.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. That's true.
Next year I'll be able to buy a new mic.
Next year, yeah. Coming up.
Are you excited?
I'm
Next
excited
year.
I'm excited for the second annual Christmas extravaganza, honestly.
Me too. It's gonna be great. I think we mostly talked about Hanukkah.
Probably.
Hanukkah. This
Hanukkah.
last year for Christmas somehow. They just had the better stories on Reddit.
They always do. They're funny people.
They're great. Very dramatic.
Mm.
Uh, Also, would like to add that I, of course, intend to bring up my kids to any future spouse, but not until we've been dating at least a year, because I don't want to let someone know about my children and see them until they've proven themselves to me. So he's planning on dating a girl for a year, making a decision about whether or not he wants to marry her, and then dropping the bomb. I have two children that I've been hiding from you while we've been dating seriously for a year.
Yeah,
That is his plan for a year.
that's a
We're not
rough
talking about
plan.
like 3 months. Like 3 months, I'd be like, yeah, obviously, that makes sense.
I think
This
three
is a
months is
year.
even a bit long. I think 2 dates is when
Well,
you
I
like
could
maybe
understand
drop
it
the
though.
I got
Like,
kids.
I could
Like,
understand just kind of if you got burned on a couple dates or something when you mentioned it or something like that, just thinking, well, let me show her my personality for a little bit first. So, like, 4 dates in, maybe. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of like if a woman did this shit. Like, I'm trying to be fair. I'm
Mm-mm.
being egalitarian here.
No, I don't think a woman could get away with this at all.
Like, I
It's completely no, I don't think so at all. Well, also because the single mom usually has the kids most of the time.
yeah,
He can get away with it for a year because he probably only has them a couple days a
a
week, or
year.
maybe every other week, or even once a month, or like yeah, it depends on his custody arrangement.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what the thing is? Like, he could probably get away with dropping that fucking bomb after a year because she's too invested at that point.
Oh yeah, yeah, and women will take it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, men, my man would just be pissed.
Oh, I'd be absolutely furious. I'd be like, well, this whole thing's been a lie. You wasted my time. You're a fucking liar.
Well,
What
yeah,
else are you lying about? You're clearly cheating on me. Goodbye. See you, bitch.
yeah.
And
That's
then,
it. Yeah, you're a trashy hoe
yeah,
immediately, I think. In his mind, like you have two kids, you're a single mom this whole time. You never told me you're a trashy hoe and I hate your guts.
yeah.
And he's gonna remember that. And he's gonna like that's gonna affect how he sees women from now on.
And
You
you're getting
drop that on a
blasted.
woman.
You're getting blasted
Af-
on social media. You're getting blasted.
yes.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
be on
gosh, yeah.
kick.com. I'm gonna be on kick.com and I'm gonna be like, let's fucking look up her address. Brydogs go, and like, yeah.
But you do this
You're
to
getting
a
poop mailed to
woman
you.
and she'll be mad and stuff and feel betrayed, but she'll at least think about your side, you know? And she'll ask her friends if maybe she's being unfair. Like that, and maybe you'll be able to convince her that it made sense because of some lie you
Not
plundered
all,
in
not
us.
all of them, but the type
No.
that would stay with you, yeah, you're gonna
The
fucking do
type
that.
that would stay with you, you could probably cheat on her too, though.
Hell
So,
yeah, dude. I like this guy's idea.
yeah, so if you're like looking for just a total doormat that you can walk all over and treat like shit, and she probably won't leave you,
The perfect broad.
um, unless she has like a man to save her, like a ready-made relationship to jump to, that's kind of sort of thing.
We
There's a
don't
lot of those
need a
women.
hero to
Uh,
save us.
anyway,
We're gonna fade away.
it was really that I almost thought I was hearing the song on the radio. That was
Spider Man.
really
Spider Man.
Spider Man.
We don't
I
need a
remember when I was a kid.
hero to save us.
I don't know. When I was a kid, there's a lot of songs that I would just only half listen to. Like they're just playing on the radio in the car. And I remember one day, I very clearly, I hadn't thought about it since then, probably, but very clearly just now, I had a memory of like realizing that song was about Spider Man when I was a kid
Yeah,
because I just wasn't listening. I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, what did he just say?
dude.
What? Like,
Well, I mean, I saw that first
it's,
Spider Man in fucking
it's,
theaters in like whenever it came out. Like I was probably in like it was in middle school, so like sixth, seventh, or eighth grade or whatever. And I'll never forget this because me and I guess I could say his name. It doesn't matter. Kevin Day. He was like best friend like back in the day. And the dude when Uncle Ben is dying, he's like Peter, Peter. So we just said that all the time. Peter, Peter, because it means wiener too.
boys are
Peter.
so stupid with
Yeah,
that.
boys are
There's some
gay.
stuff literally still learning the like story, the little like mythos behind some of the things my husband and his brother say to each other. Just
Oh yeah.
goofy little things that make no sense, and they just sound like retards saying it, and they say it in a weird voice sometimes, right? And I still learn more like, oh, what does that one mean? Oh, I've never told you about that. And it's just like some dude in a video game said it, and they laughed really hard one day,
They've
and
done.
that they were like, he was like 12 years old, and it just never went away. Like,
Yeah. No, I mean
yeah.
that's how guys' humor works. It's just disgusting inside jokes or really dumb things, and I mean
Just the
they've known each other
stupidest
forever.
thing. Someone said something funny one time, and now it just this
Uh,
is an inside joke for the rest of our lives.
yeah, before there were memes, people had inside jokes, and memes are just inside jokes for people with no fucking friends.
I don't have any inside jokes with anyone because
You have no friends. Well, we got an inside joke. It's the podcast. Is Sid Barrett?
that's it didn't happen. I don't want to talk about that
Sid
ever.
Barrett
I
was
don't
a
want to talk
squirter.
about Sid Barrett. It doesn't make any sense, and it didn't happen on air. It happened in the break. Nobody knows what you're doing when you do that. It's not an inside joke on here because the only one who understands it is you. I
Ask the
didn't understand
squirters.
it at
Ask
the
the
time,
squirters. They know.
and I still don't. It doesn't make any sense.
The
It
squirters
doesn't
know.
make any sense. Although, if we ever do a live show,
You were
um,
literally talking about quitting the podcast before we started recording.
because you need to stop talking about disgusting
Sid
things.
Barrett was a squirter.
Okay, look what you're doing. Okay, that's less bad than last week. Whatever.
You Googled
You know
what
what?
felching
That's
was, didn't
tame
you?
now. Look, it's a freaking problem that you're even mentioning it at the first minute of the. It's a problem. Okay. I hate it here, and I hate you, and it's embarrassing to think about.
I don't
Like
care.
I
I'm gonna be
can't.
dead.
The problem is, okay, if you guys ever want me to show my face,
You don't. It's fucking rough,
it's not
beat to
gonna
death,
happen.
dude.
This is not gonna happen this way. That's all I'm saying.
I should just
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
dox you, dude.
Why? Why would you do that?
Cause it'd be really funny.
No, it wouldn't.
What
Why
could
would
you do about
think
it?
that's funny? I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I know. That's what makes it funny.
That's funny. You know what? What are you gonna do it with? Do you even have any? Oh, I guess you could have been like recording my face on here. That would be fucking terrible, dude.
I just
'Cause I
uploaded.
just
It's
sit
just.
here and I'm just making like I don't think I would be making as crazy like weird expressions while I talked if I knew that people were watching.
It'd be awesome. That would fucking kick ass.
And I would never scratch my nose or anything like that because it would look like I'm picking it,
Yeah.
and there'd be a lot of things different
I'm
about
gonna
it.
start calling out the nose picks.
I don't pick my nose on the air. Did you know that 90% of adult human beings pick their nose,
I pick my nose for sure.
but you don't do it in front of people?
Yeah, I do.
I don't do it. Why would you do it in front of people?
Well, I got fucking. Sometimes it
Well,
just
that's
itches
like
in
an
there.
itch type thing. That's like an itch type thing. I mean, like people dig in there.
Oh
Which is,
yeah, I mean that's
you wouldn't
rude.
do that
Well,
in
yeah,
front
you
of
should.
people.
You shouldn't do that in front of people. It's rude.
Yeah.
It's like I try not to scratch my butthole in front of people either. It's fucking
Yeah, you
rude.
wouldn't want to do.
Some things you do in private. We all do it. Everybody knows that. Everybody gets the itchy butthole every now and then. Nose pick alert and all that. Everybody knows. You just don't. You just don't do it in front of people because it's rude.
It is rude.
Like okay, like if I'm just sitting there, I'm not gonna cover my mouth when I sneeze. But if I'm around people, I'm covering my mouth when I sneeze.
Yeah.
If I'm alone, monitor is covered in whatever comes out with a sneeze.
Okay. Well, do you at least clean it?
Yeah, I mean I gotta wipe it off. I don't want specks all over the place.
Let me let's move into the next story. I feel like
All right.
that's what we need to do. But I'm also getting
I'm still got the fucking bronchitis, dude.
You know what I'm sick of? I'm sorry about your bronchitis. I'm sorry. But I got a text and I'm just so sick of women
Yeah. Here,
and their
here.
stupid freaking if I get one more freaking just stupid empty sentiment about like sending strength and love and beauty, what do you mean?
Why would anybody
What do
do
you
that?
mean?
That's like
What do you
that's
mean?
like politicians when there's a school shooting.
It's fucking retarded. You're a Christian. I'm a Christian. How about you just speak to me? Like, say you're praying for me or something. Like, I don't know why you're sitting here like you're going to send me vibes across the airwaves. And, like, I don't know. It's just weird.
I
And
really
just
hope
like,
that whoever sent you that text is not listening to the fucking show.
I don't care.
All
Okay,
right.
because there's another thing. It's like women will just freaking therapize. They will assume you have problems that you never mentioned and never indicated you have because they all think they're empaths, like we were talking about, and they'll just start giving you advice on like the perceived things that you must be thinking or feeling based on their empathic abilities for like 20 minutes before you finally get a word in to be like, "Oh, thank you. I appreciate that." Because at that point, it would just be pathetic for you to like disprove them or just discount what they're saying. Like it would be pathetic on their end, and that's really frustrating too.
I don't know. Talk to him about fantasy football.
No, that's stupid. Why would I want to talk to them about fantasy football?
I don't know, because then, I mean, they'll start to be more like dudes.
I want to talk to them about Sonic Heroes.
That shit's gay.
I was gonna do a Sonic podcast with the person who DM'd me about how we should do a Sonic podcast. Completely forgot that they DM'd me that and said that they were just wasted and didn't mean it the
Yeah,
next day.
nobody should do a Sonic podcast.
But we were gonna do a Sonic the Hedgehog podcast,
If
and
you
it
do
would have
the
been
if
so
you do
good.
a Sonic the Hedgehog anime or furry podcast, I swear to God, I'll disavow. I'll be like, I never worked with that bitch. I don't know why she's a pedophile. I don't know
The
what.
beautiful thing about Sonic the Hedgehog is it's both anime and furry.
Yeah, it's for fucking Chris Chan. That's the only person it's for. That shit is so fucking dumb.
He had a whole other thing going on. It wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog. It was not canon.
No, it's just as real as Sonic the Hedgehog is. That shit sucks so bad.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm
Okay.
talking about. I know what Sonic the Hedgehog is. Whoa, chili dogs! Gotta go fast! That shit
That's
sucks.
no. That was just that one cartoon that nobody cares about.
No. Like the first Sonic game on the Sega Genesis, I'll admit it's pretty fun. I like that. And maybe even Sonic and Knuckles is pretty good. And the one for the Dreamcast even, I
I'm
can kind
telling
of
you,
get
you've
down
got to
on.
play Sonic Heroes.
Hey, no, let's look up the
You
reviews for
can't
Sonic
though.
Heroes
You
right
can't
now.
actually find it. No, it doesn't matter what the reviews
Oh no,
are
I think that
because
that's
these people are
renowned.
stupid. No, these people are stupid and they don't
Isn't
know what a
that
good game
one
is if
known
it
as
bit
the
them on the
worst
butt.
one?
No, it's the best one. It's literally the best one. It's a
There's,
masterpiece of a game, but you can't play it. You can't get it.
I don't want to. I have
You would have
no
to find
interest.
like a used GameCube disc and a GameCube
Oh, that's
thing.
really easy to do, actually, for like not a lot of money.
Are you looking up the reviews? We all need to know about Sonic Heroes.
Oh no, apparently that's not the one I'm thinking of. There was one of them
No.
that's like apparently the worst one in the entire world, but there's like 18,000 fucking goddamn Sonic games.
Well, Sonic Heroes is genuinely good, and it's like a multiplayer game in its nature, pretty much. Although there's a story mode too, so it's fun. It's like a
I,
split screen, up to 4 player multiplayer game. You play it with your friends, and you
I
pick different teams. There's like 4 different teams you can
yeah,
be.
I don't care.
It's
I don't
fun. It's
fucking
like a
care.
racing game, but you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
That sucks.
I
That
think it's
sucks. Just Mario's way better. Just play the Mario games. Super Mario Brothers 3 and Super Mario World are just kind of the best fucking Mario games. You just play those.
he goes too slow. He's a slow, fat Italian plumber. Like it's just not
Well,
cool.
there's no
He's not
reason to
like a
bring
cool,
race into
fast
this.
hedgehog. I can get race into it all I want. They are racing, and he is going too slow
No. No. Fucking listen, there's a reason that nobody gives a shit about Sega.
because they're stupid and uncultured swine, maggot, worm, scum.
Sega or Italians?
Italians.
Oh.
No, people who don't like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
And Italians.
I mean, I'm not a
I don't
fan
think
of the
Italians
Italians.
like Sonic.
I would hope they'd like Mario.
They probably do like Mario. They're probably like, he's just like a me.
Yeah, you know,
Mario. My name is Mario too. I don't know how Italians talk.
like that. You nailed it. You did a really good job.
It's a spicy meatball.
Man, that's two more. Two more. That's you're doing so good.
I'm, accents are one of my many talents
Yeah, I
that I
can.
am praised for at all times. Am I the asshole for giving my wife an ultimatum about baby names?
The all tomato.
An ultimatum.
Mm.
What?
What's the baby names?
Okay, well, I'm gonna get to that.
If
Before
I
my
had a
wife
kid,
and
I
I.
would name him Kanye West Proctor.
That's a great name.
I think so.
I think that's a great name.
I
It's
would tell Eric.
freaking Northwest. What stupid
What?
people.
Don't talk about North like that. She's awesome.
I mean, North is a wonderful. Like, she's fine. She's a child. I'm sure she's wonderful. They really did her a disservice naming her freaking Northwest.
No, North is awesome.
That's hilarious. He's got a joke name.
Northwest, that rules.
It's so dumb.
And then there's Saint West,
See, Saint is good.
and I forget the other kids' names.
Who named their kid like Blue Ivy? Was that
Jay Z,
Beyonce?
Jay Z and
Oh, okay,
Beyonce. Yeah,
yeah. That's a worse name than Northwest.
yeah. Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy.
That one's rough.
That's so bad. Okay. Before my wife and I got married, we made an agreement that she would get to name our first boy and I would get to name our first girl. We recently discovered that she was pregnant with twins. I'm
Well,
assuming they're based on like the context of this conversation and the rest of the post that it's like a boy and a girl. After talking about it, we decided to stick to our original plan. I thought everything would be fine, but ever since I heard the name she chose, we've been having problems. The name is bad. It sounds really stupid, and it's absolutely the kind of name that will get our son bullied. I immediately vetoed it, but my wife said I can't because that wasn't our
well,
agreement.
what's the name?
We're going to get to it later because I had to dig through the comments. I couldn't find the OP saying it. I had to find other people repeating what he had said elsewhere because I just could not find. I figured it had to be in there somewhere. It was yeah. Okay. But let me continue. My wife said I can't because that wasn't our agreement. I asked why she insisted on this particular name. Apparently, it comes from a character she identified with in one of her favorite books when she was growing up.
Harry Potter Williamson.
You're gonna laugh at how close you are. You're gonna laugh at
Please tell me this kid's name is fucking Voldemort.
It's not, but I wish it was, because that would actually be like something to be up in arms about a little bit. It's a weird name. Um, but emotional attachment doesn't make the name itself any better. I said, fine. Then I may as well name our daughter Hortensia Beerbong the Third.
It's a cool name.
Hortensia Beerbong the Third.
It's a pretty cool name though.
It's not too bad. I think that might actually be a better name. It sounds just as dumb. She told me I couldn't do that, and I just said, "Why not? It's my choice."
These people should definitely have kids. I think
Yeah,
this
they
is
sound real mature.
this is great.
We've been at an impasse ever since. Now, obviously, I'm not actually going to name my daughter Hortensia Beerbong. What was it? The third. Well, she's not a third,
Yeah.
so no, you wouldn't.
It'd be a
I'm
cool
pretty sure
name for a
my
kid. Name him the Carter 3.
Pretty sure
This
my
is
wife
the
knows
Carter
that
3
too.
Illmatic Dizzy Rascal Bonkers DJ Khaled Proctor.
I was just trying to help her see the mistake she was making, but she's not listening to reason. Recently, she started hinting that she might just take off around her due date and give birth somewhere without me and my naming input.
Jesus fuck, dude. This heated up.
It's so it's ridiculous. I think that's uncalled for, but I've got a week-long business trip that I can't get out of about a month before she's due, and I'm worried she'll take the opportunity to disappear until after the twins are here. Okay, wait. I just realized something. He's got a week-long business trip a month before twins are due. Twins come like a month early. Like, there's always complications. They either come out earlier, they have to plan a C-section early because of complications. Like, twins are not born on time regularly. That's
Wow.
not a thing.
I didn't know that, but I mean,
Like,
he
it's
may not know
it's
that.
not very common. Because a lot of things, just more things can go wrong. It's usually they're very paranoid about twin births.
Double trouble.
I'm sure the doctor. So yeah, no, you don't go on a business trip for a week, a month before your wife has twins.
But to be fair, what is more important and cool, going on a business trip or fucking
Being there for the birth of your twins,
yeah?
probably the second.
No, I don't think so. Cause like
Do you?
no, cause like business trips, like you get to go to Toledo and you stay in a hotel and you drink the fucking bar downstairs or whatever, and then you like go to like meetings, and then like birth of your twins, a lot of yelling. Like
There will be a lot of yelling.
a lot of yelling.
Ooh, Erica's looking looking good tonight.
Oh no, that's she's being lazy. She's being
I'm
lazy.
sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. But I was just fascinated by things going on the screen.
She's just
Where
being
was
lazy.
I? I'm not. I wasn't insulting her, by the way. That was the sarcasm meant something different than me saying she looked bad. Okay,
She's
that
just
was a different sentiment.
I
She
don't know.
looks
You're a
great.
lesbian. I'm sorry that she's scantily clad because she's being lazy.
It was just your reaction to me and comment. I'm sorry. I got a kick out of that. I told my brother to keep an eye on her while I'm gone, but it's not like he can watch her 24/7.
He should just sit outside like a fucking like a
But then,
PI.
yeah, just watch her, stalk her. I think her name choice is dumb and it will cause problems for our son, and she thinks I'm being controlling and overdramatic. Neither of us are willing to back down, but with her hints about skipping town for the birth, I've been wondering if things have gone too far. And I dug around and I couldn't find the name, and then you know what I found? I found the name, someone repeating
What's the
it,
name?
Neville. Neville. Like Neville
Neville?
Longbottom from Harry Potter. Neville. Neville. It's not the best name, but it's not that weird. It's not worth blowing up your entire marriage over the name
Who is
Neville.
Neville Longbottom?
He's in Harry Potter. He's the other kid. So there's two kids that Voldemort tried to kill when they were babies. He killed their parents trying to kill them because he thought one of them was the chosen one. Neville is the like cowardly nerdy guy that was like the other potential chosen one and ends up actually being the one to kill Voldemort in the last book.
Yeah, I didn't get that far.
He's just a dork.
I
His
mean, I
name is
guess.
Neville Longbottom. He's just a goofy dude.
Well, it could be worse. Like Neville's fine. I mean, if she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna name him Longbottom," that's bad.
That would be bad. Hortensia Beer Bog Bottom the Third was pretty good though. But yeah, how are you going to freak out that bad over Neville?
We just call him Nev, which is like a name that
Yeah,
people have.
that's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think he's
Yeah,
just being weird. Nose pick
that's the whole
alert.
reason I pulled it. I was scratching. See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't even scratch my nose. Um, am I the asshole? My girlfriend forbid me from you. Oh yeah, my advice to that dude is to just get over it. Sorry, I
Yeah,
got
I don't.
distracted.
I mean, just who
You're
fucking
being a
cares?
goober. That
That's not that big of a deal.
I feel like that, yeah, that story would have only been interesting if it had been something as normal as Neville or just completely insanely absurd.
Well, because like I mean, even Harry is the worst name. I always thought Harry's a fucking
Yeah,
terrible name.
Neville's better than Harry because Harry is like
Nobody.
playground insult fodder,
Yeah, nobody says suck on my Neville balls, dude. Like that's
No,
like that don't.
that's I don't even see how he's worried about kids bullying him for Neville. Like, I, the names kids have these days, Neville is just not weird.
I mean,
It's
listen,
normal.
if I wanted to bully that kid, I could come up with a rhyming thing for his name,
Yeah, but you could do that with any name. So it
pretty
doesn't
much.
really, yeah. It's just it's just funny to me. I thought. But yeah, get over it. You're a weirdo. Neville is not that bad of a name, and you did agree to this. Name the daughter Hortensia, like you were saying.
I wonder if there's anybody named Hortensia.
Probably.
There's gotta be, dude.
Let's look it up.
There's gotta be somebody named
Discover.
Hortensia. I mean,
Hortensia Ramirez. Yep. It's like a Hispanic name. That is
Oh,
an obituary.
that's
That
probably
is
Hortensia.
Roman orator, advocate, activist. Hortensia. It's also the name of a certain kind of hydrangea.
That's a flower.
Yeah, so it's just a flower. It's not even that weird then. I mean, it's weird sounding, but
It's probably the H is not. You probably don't say Hortensia. You probably say
no,
Hortensia.
you probably do say Hortensia. That's the other thing. Is Hortensia is a bad example because people just call her a whore.
Yeah. Or
Neville, you can't do anything with.
oh, I could. I could bully the shit out of that kid. If I wanted to, I could bully that kid. I'd
I
fucking
bet you would.
come over to his house, fucking on Halloween, slap the candy out of his fucking hands, be like, "Listen here, bitch, it's for beer bong, motherfucker." I do like, man. I like I should do this Halloween since like
What?
I've never got to live a place where I could like hand out candy to kids. So what I should do is I should get on a skateboard, and then I should go around with a razor blade and just cut the bottoms out of Halloween bags.
No, because what if you caught a kid?
No,
That sounds very
I'll be real
dangerous.
good at it, and I'll get them, and then I'll just egg like teenagers. It'll be like, take that, youngins. I'll get a gang of like dads and stuff, and we'll go egg the principal's house.
Did I ever tell you about the time that my house got egged and teepeed on Halloween?
No, that's awesome.
Okay, I had been it's so funny because I had been lying to my dad about how I was skipping school to avoid bullies. I wasn't being bullied
No,
at
you're
that
smoking
point at
pot.
that period of time. I was just yeah, I was hanging out on school campus, mind you, basically right off right at the edge, and hanging
Good
out
work.
and just goofing off, okay? We were just having nice, wholesome fun walking around and talking and things. Or just sitting in the parking lot smoking a cigarette in between cars, honestly.
Wholesome.
That would happen too. But anyway, so and then you know what happens is I had a falling out with my best friend, and that Halloween, my house got egged
That
and
rules.
teepeed. And I remember I went outside early in the morning to like get on the bus the next day for school. And my dad didn't say anything about it at all. And I just sat there at the end of my driveway looking at it all, waiting for the bus because I didn't notice it happening when it happened. I was like asleep or something, I'm sure, or just not home maybe and didn't notice it coming home. I don't know. We park in the garage. And so I'm just like waiting for the bus. I'm like, everyone's going to see that on the bus. And of course, everyone did see it.
Yeah.
And my friend I had a falling out with was not on the bus that morning. And that's what gave me the first clue that it was probably her and the boys that she later got to spread nasty rumors about me.
Hell yeah, fellas.
Um, it's just retarded. That bitch was crazy. That bitch was psychotic. Anyway,
She
I
sounds
didn't do
awesome.
anything to her. I literally just told her she needed to stop being such a bitch to me. Like, I didn't do shit
Well,
to her. It was a problem. Anyway,
maybe you
and
should
my
maybe you should fucking know your role and shut your mouth.
anyway, I got home that day. And my dad had already had it cleaned up. I don't know if he took off work early or something, and everything was cleaned except for some toilet paper kind of stuck in the trees. I don't think he could get out.
Yeah.
And he just looks at me and he goes, "I cleaned up your bullshit mess," and walks away. I was like, "What? What is it? It's not my mess. It's not my mess."
That
Do you
rules.
think?
I thought that there was gonna be like some type of a sympathetic character trait that came from your father in
No,
that story where he
never. Never. This is with him believing that I had been bullied at school for a month or two leading up to that. So bad that I was skipping class. And then when an actual bullying thing happens, he just and he had never expressed sympathy before. He had just kind of left me alone, just like, oh, whatever. But then he sees like evidence of it, and his response, "I cleaned up your bullshit mess." Like, it's just like,
well,
thanks for
maybe
cleaning that. I'm
Maybe
surprised he didn't make me clean it,
maybe you shouldn't have been
honestly.
so bullyable. I don't know. I mean, he was like, "This is a Spartan household. The weak cannot survive."
Well, yeah, that's really how he viewed it, honestly. Like he never thought of himself as the bad guy because he thought he was toughening me up, and he would say it outright. I would try to confront him about something, and he'd just say, "Life ain't all peaches and cream, and I need to learn how to deal with it." And if I was like upset about something or like worried about something or anxious, he would just call me a pussy and tell me to grow some balls. Just
And then lo and
he really
behold, years later, you're a man.
I'm
So,
not a man.
well, not anymore. You transitioned. It's 2023. I mean, use proper pronouns. Abby is great. She is a very handsome woman
You're
with
so kind.
with a great mustache that would make Tom Selleck envious. I
Bryden
did
is
what
very gay.
I did want to. No, I just dressed well. I did want to congratulate you. Lately, you've been looking a lot more healthy. Because normally you look so skinny.
I am I am mildly bloated because but I weighed myself this morning. I have gained no weight. I'm at the same I've been at for like 2 months, which is the problem because it needs to go down.
Woo!
It's just a mild bloating. I've been taking water pills, but do you know what water pills do,
No,
Bryden? They make you have to pee every 10 minutes.
it sounds like it.
It's so bad. I have to pee so bad.
Fucking wrecked. Ah, that rules. Well, we are at an hour. I mean, we could go pee. I don't know if you do a half an hour for this bonus. We just cut it. What do
Let's
you want to do?
just let's just do one more story and then call it for the night.
Works for
What do
me.
you, or like a short one.
Good
Let me
job.
see. I
You are
think I
so
have a.
fucking good at
You know
reading.
what? Oh,
You're so special and smart.
did I do the dog hair one? I think I did all of these.
You have dog hair.
I did. You know what? Shut up. Okay.
You look like a dog that got a haircut
Okay.
in the
Am I the
inner city.
asshole? Okay. I do not look like a dog. Is it in the inner city? Is that what you just
Yeah, so it's just bad. Looks like Asian people did your
Okay.
fucking dog haircut.
I did my dog haircut. I mean,
Yeah.
my haircut. I did. It's a great haircut, and
Oh,
everyone
you
loves
can.
it. Everywhere I go, people compliment my hair. I'm not even kidding. Literally, I cannot leave the house without someone saying that my hair looks good, or like my bangs suit me, or like I look like a Pixar character, or like they
Okay,
like my glasses.
okay. Two
People
things.
like my
Two
glasses
things. One,
too.
you cut your own hair. Oh wow, I
I
can
do.
tell.
Yeah,
And then two, yeah, yeah, bangs,
they're good
crazy
bangs.
bangs, breakup bangs, definitely suits you. Crazy trauma
My
bangs
husband
suits
loves
you.
it. You know, what he told me recently is he said he just really loves my hair lately and what I've been doing with it.
Well, he doesn't have any, so.
It's, he doesn't know anything. How can he possibly know what good hair looks like? He hasn't had any since he was like 20. That's a fair point.
I
That's a
mean,
really fair point. I hadn't really thought of it like that, to be honest. Most of the time, I don't even notice.
yep.
He asked me one day, he was like, should I like shave this or just leave it like this? Like, which do you prefer? I was like, honey, I don't even know. I don't pay attention to your hair.
Would it be a,
It's
would it
like,
be,
I don't care. Do whatever you want. You have hair?
well, what's going to be fucking amazing is, I mean, it's been so long that he's been shaving, the hair that he has. If he tries to grow it back out, he's gonna be like in his 40s, and you're gonna get stuck with just horseshoe hair guy.
That's what his dad looks like.
Yep, that's what he's gonna look like, and that's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, he'd rather just be bald.
I hope that he just stays bald because horseshoe
He's
hair
just gonna stay bald
is the
forever. He needs to,
fucking
what I
dumbest.
need to what I need to do is like somehow force him to bulk up so that he just looks like Vin Diesel, you know?
Do you think that he would look like Vin Diesel?
He's got to bulk up and probably get like a black grandpa.
Yeah, I don't think that Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel's just from Louisiana. He's not black.
Also, his name is not Vin Diesel, obviously.
No, that's a fake name.
Yeah, it's awesome though. It's pretty cool. I
It is
like.
a great name.
I
It
mean, he
is
did.
amazing. Everything about that man is cool. I just love him.
Well, I
He's
back
so cool.
back in 2020, he made one of my favorite fucking songs ever. Days Go By.
He made a song?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll send it to
I don't
you.
know anything about this.
I
Yes, please
guarantee I've
do,
sent you the
because I
song.
just love that man. I love that he can play like the perfect like
Or
archetype
Days Are
of like
Gone.
the cool guy, you know, and he can also play the cool guy but funny in like family movies like The Pacifier, and then he can just totally nerd out with his Riddick stuff.
And he sounds every time he talks like he's got a voice modulator on him. I'm like, how the
He
fuck is that a
does. He
real
sounds so
voice?
cool, dude. I wish I could meet like if you asked me like what celebrity would you want to meet the most, it would be Vin Diesel. Like if I could just sit down and talk to him.
Wait, are you
He's just so
serious?
cool. Yeah, he's just so cool. I just want to talk to him.
I,
He's like a nerdy guy. We could talk about Dungeons and Dragons. He likes Dungeons and Dragons. That's why the Chronicles of Riddick was what it was. It had like elementals and stuff.
if you could ask me any celebrity I'm gonna meet, it's not gonna be Vin Diesel.
You're gonna pick Kanye West.
I will pick
or
Kanye
Andrew
West.
Tate.
Maybe Andrew Tate because that would be like, then I'd get like really good business advice.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to kidnap women and steal their passports. Well,
They
I'm
were not
sorry, not
kidnapped.
kidnapped. They were tricked
They weren't tricked. They knew exactly what
and
they're getting into.
manipulated.
None of
No,
the
they
women
did not. There is literal evidence
from
of
from the two women that also have the conversation talking about how they're going to frame him for that.
no, of him admitting it and describing in detail what he did in like text form in his war room chats and live on podcasts. Okay. I was listening. The first time I
Free
ever
Top
heard of
G.
him was years ago when he went on the Dick Show before he blew up, before you ever heard his name. He went on the Dick Show and he sat there and he bragged about all of these crimes he's being convicted of
They're
now
not crimes.
for an hour
They're not
on
crimes.
that show
They're not
and
crimes.
described in detail, and he gloated about it and he thought it was so cool. And then yeah, it's just retarded. It was literally the first time I ever heard about him was him bragging about doing these things that you guys are now saying he never did.
No, he never did it.
That's literally how he blew up.
If
Was
Top
because he was going around bragging about these things and pretending to be like some
Abby,
alpha because of it.
Abby, if Top G says he didn't do it, he didn't do it.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I'm changing my answer from Vin Diesel to Andrew Tate.
I mean, you have a husband.
I will get to the bottom of this mystery. I will make him admit to his crimes. We will waterboard the man.
Andrew Tate would absolutely verbally wreck you. There's no way you can stand up to
Well,
Andrew
with
Tate.
his faggy little lisp.
He's gonna do one of the. He's gonna do one of these. The triangle hands.
He's got so much spit in his mouth. It's more than I have in my mouth, and that's saying something because I end up with. Okay, what?
Because you have shit in your mouth. But no, he's gonna do his triangle hands, and he's gonna fucking wreck you.
You got no idea, dude. My dad used to do triangle hands. I've dealt with triangle hands, and
Can't
you know what?
triangle hands.
That man still cleaned up the TP.
You know what?
Okay, he still cleaned up the rotten eggs.
And what happened the last time you called him?
He's told me not to call him again. I said, I'm sorry and I love you. And he said nothing. Literal silence. No, he sighed, actually. I could hear a little sigh. and
Do
then
you
I
think
hung up.
now? Do you think that he was doing triangle hands when he was doing that?
Oh, yeah.
So you got
absolutely.
wrecked. So you got wrecked. So you got
He did
wrecked.
wreck me.
So you got
He was
wrecked.
pretty wrecked.
You got fucking
Dude,
wrecked. Triangle
not
hands.
even-
I'm triangle handsing right now. I'm triangle handsing right now.
Can you even imagine that?
No, that's
You're calling
really
your
a
dad
terrible
to tell
thing.
him that your mother has a traumatic brain injury and will
Yeah.
never be the same again, and he just says, "Why are you telling me that? I don't give a shit. Why are you calling me right now? Don't talk to me. Don't call me." Like, he
It's
didn't
pretty
say
bad.
that many words, but that was the sentiment. He said like 4 words really, and some sighing, but That was the idea.
But his hand's triangle the whole time.
His hands triangled, probably.
Dude, because you can't beat that. All right? And like, your dad's a fucking scumbag retard. Andrew
Dude.
Tate has Bugattis and shit. He fucking rules. He's like a
He
chess
does not
guy.
have Bugattis. Those are not his Bugattis.
He's got a Bugatti. I've seen him driving one.
He
I've
does
never driven
not-
one. I've
okay,
never driven
no.
one.
He worked for a company that, okay, whatever. Those are not his Bugattis.
I'm doing triangle hands.
He made a career off of trafficking women and pretending to be wealthier than he is. You could do triangle hands all you want.
I'm doing triangle
but
hands.
Whatever.
You'll never take down Top G. You're just
I
part of the
will take
Matrix,
down
dude.
Top G.
You're
You
trying
know
to Matrix attack Top G.
I
And you know
know
what?
what?
You
I
don't
am
like
the
Andrew Tate.
Matrix.
What do you think of Tristan? Huh? He's awesome.
he is less retarded looking.
He's
I
way
don't
more
know
handsome.
anything
He's
about
for sure
him
way more
other than-
handsome.
like, what the heck is going on there? Like, one of them looks okay. So Andrew looks like Tristan if Tristan had fetal alcohol syndrome and male pattern baldness. It's weird.
Yeah,
Like, they
not,
look like the same person, but one of them's mom did crack while she was pregnant. Like, literally, like, copied and pasted, but like disfigured.
Tristan's
It's weird.
definitely more handsome, and he gets all custom clothes, which I really like. You know,
Oh yeah, I don't know much about him.
he's pretty cool. He's my favorite of the two, but you know, Andrew's pretty sweet. I don't know why Andrew's trying to grow hair right now, though.
Well, he's just been in prison a lot. I don't think.
Well,
that-
now he's
I
off
think
house
they-
arrest and stuff. He just can't leave Romania.
Oh, well then yeah, he could shave his head if maybe he just decided not to do it anymore. Maybe he's being like masculine and not worrying about like his appearance so much.
No,
and
no,
how
no,
he
no,
appeals
no,
to
no, no.
women,
Let's
and
not.
he's just letting his hair grow naturally instead of shaving it bald.
Let's not sit here and pretend that caring about your appearance is somehow feminine.
Well, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it is not feminine to care about your appearance. But maybe he just doesn't care too much about his appearance right now.
Probably because
Because
he's
got
so
other stuff to
'cause
deal
he's
with.
so rich and influential.
He's not that. No. And you know what? He doesn't have any Bugattis.
He has Bugattis. What color is your
I
Bugatti?
do think it's. I don't. You know what?
You don't
I
have a Bugatti?
Bugatti.
You've
That's-
never been in the
Okay.
same fucking parking lot as Bugatti? Me either.
No.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't care. I don't want a Bugatti.
Why would you not want a Bugatti?
I don't want a Bugatti. I like my car. It has like an autopilot thing. I barely even have to drive. It's great.
No, it's not a Bugatti though.
No, it doesn't need to be.
It's not even a Bentley.
It's a nice SUV.
Ugh.
It's a nice new SUV that has like an autopilot situation, and there's holes in the seats for a fan. Like, it's not just heated seats. There's fan seats. Fan seats. It blows cool air through a bunch of tiny holes. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And
sure Bugattis probably do that too.
Yeah, well, I don't care about the Bugatti, okay? And I doubt it.
Look it up. I guarantee it does. It's like a $2.5 million car.
You think they've got the air holes? I doubt it.
I think they do.
seriously doubt it.
And it's like all
funny-
like veal leather or some weird shit. And they're like,
Oh, that would be depressing.
this is actually made, this leather made from Instagram models. Like, you know, it's crazy shit. It's with the adrenochrome air freshener and all that. You know, this is real rich people shit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Andrew Tate's not a real rich person, and he's gonna lose everything soon.
Nope. Listen, it's For the
Tate
thousands-
can
for
come
the
debate me.
thousandth-
If he wants to debate me, bro.
for the 1000th time this year, an increasingly worried feminist says that Andrew Tate is done.
He's done.
Nah.
He's probably not done, to be perfectly
No,
honest.
he's
But that doesn't mean he shouldn't be done. I'm not saying that he is done. I'm saying he should be done.
No, he's never gonna be done. Can't stop, won't stop. Don't know how to stop.
I hope that. Never mind,
Hustle's
I shouldn't say
University,
it.
baby. I'm signing up. I'm signing up.
All right. Speaking of
$400 a
signing up,
month or whatever.
you can go to patreon.com/here to help podcast if you would like to hear bonus episodes released on Mondays, except for this coming Monday because we are skipping that week. but we do promise for just as little as $1 a month. Give more if you're feeling generous. We do appreciate generosity, but you will get at least, you'll get 3 bonus episodes a month. Usually it's 4, sometimes it's 3. Okay?
I don't think it's been
That's
4 for like 3 months.
that's not true.
I mean, this time it's a valid reason to skip it. The other times you're like,
Yeah.
I'm tired today. I'm on my
Okay,
period.
that is not
I'm
true.
out
I've
of
literally
maxi pads,
None
man.
of that is the reasons
She
why
literally
these
says
things have
that. She does
happened.
say that. And at Christmas time, instead of like the little like links of construction paper or whatever, she takes maxi pads and just makes those little Christmas chains around them because she's a feminist and she's disgusting. And the other times, she's like, I practice free bleeding. It's fucking gross, dude. She
I
like her
do
pants
not.
budget is insane.
I don't rewear the same pair of pants twice because I'm just always
Yeah,
bleeding in them.
it's fucking gross.
It's
And
much cheaper.
she's incontinent on top of that because she like because of her diet is so bad and she just drinks nothing but Slim Fast and then throws it up,
It's
so she
not.
always
It's
has
Atkins
diarrhea.
iced coffee protein shakes, and I don't throw it up because I don't need to because they're only 170 calories.
Oof, about 70 too many if you ask me. Maybe
And I
start
have.
halving those, huh?
My BMI is 21.
Well,
Everyone can get fucked,
I'm
okay?
just I'm just saying that. I mean, like it's great that you're getting so prepared to play Santa Claus at Christmas this year.
Okay, everyone, we're out of we're out of time for today. But you can, like I said, go to patreon.com/here to help podcasts. But also, just as importantly, you need to go to curiouscat.live/OctoAbbey and you can leave a Dear Abby letter or a question there. Every week, we will answer them on air. We appreciate long ones and short ones. You can also just DM me on Twitter. I'm at OctoAbbey with an I. Bryden is at one and only Bryden. That is the number one. Bryden, do you have any plugs?
Just kick.com/Bryden Proctor. I've been trying to stream over there more. Been doing DJ stuff over here in Kick, but I prefer people go to Kick because that place seems to be cooler.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully the audio wasn't too bad
No,
with
it
this
fucking
take.
worked this time. Like, I mean, we
That's
wasted
good.
like 45 fucking minutes trying
We
to
did. It
figure
was
it
almost
out.
an hour, I
Yeah, it
think.
was. I don't
It
know
was a
what the
long time.
goddamn deal was, but hopefully it's fixed. I think maybe we know now.
Well,
So,
I think it's okay now. Yeah, everyone have a great week, secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.